Well, hello there. Thanks for stopping by the homestead on this beautiful foggy East Texas morning. This week, I want to talk about chicken tractors, and mainly chicken tractor dollies and how to design them. Special thanks to some new subscribers, Casey, Corey, and Brian. Thanks for joining us. Before we get started, I just want to say I'm a huge fan of Joel Salatin and all of the Polyface farm team. They are a major inspiration and a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure you already know about them, but if not, go check them out. I put a link down to their book below. Also, special thanks to Justin Rhodes. I took a portion of his video clip talking about Joel Salatin's dolly design.
Don't underestimate the value of this tool right here. So we come up to it with the dolly and just stick the two shoes under there like that, and then you just well, yeah, when you're demonstrating, things always go a little bit awry.
In all fairness, I can't talk and do anything at the same time. Notice I don't have to bend over or duck under any poles to get it to latch.
Okay. And then you go to the next one, the next one, the next one.
Take it off, it's just as easy. There's no bending over. Just go over the chicken tractor, pick it up, and pull a dolly away. Now let's look at a full cycle of me moving the chicken coop. There we go, I pick it up, latch it down. So I don't know about polyfaces, but with this dolly you can actually move the cage backwards. And again, latching is just as easy. No bending over, just pick it up and move it away. So let's talk about how this works. It's really just two main things. It's the hooks right here and the support beam right here. So what happens is the wood frame at the bottom of your chicken tractor locks into this frame down here. And all the weight is torqued out from these axle bolts. So it wants to go forward like this. However, the support beam up here, hitting against the top of your chicken tractor, keeping it from tipping over. This allows it to completely lock in. As you can see, I can literally pick it up just to drag it across the field, or I can pick up even higher and move it longer distances. I can also go forwards and backwards and spin it around. I think this is a major benefit compared to the other dolly. Also, it's just smaller, and I think it might be a little bit lighter as well. Because this only goes up to a little below your waist high, you can use the handle right here to just pick it up easily and throw it in the back of your truck or your tractor or anything like that. Well, let's take it to the shop and I'll show you some more detail about this. So let's talk about how I built this. For the backbone, I use 1-inch angle iron, 1/8 of an inch thick. I want to go smaller than that because there's going to be a lot of torsional force between the axle and where it sits at the top of the chicken tractor. Now we're going to attach the bottom frame. I used 1/2 inch square tube, 1/8 of an inch thick. Make sure it's nice and square to the backbone. So let's talk about the cleats. You want the height of the cleat to be at least half the height of the wood frame on the bottom of the chicken tractor. So you want to give enough space in the cleat for the frame to fall in. So give it about 1/4 inch or less. Don't forget, you're taking the width of your square tube plus the width of the angle iron. Now let's talk about the wheel plate. You want it to be a little larger than the radius of your wheel. That way it sits behind the plane of the backbone. Drill a hole for the wheel bolt. You also want the square tube to sit below the wheel bolt. This isn't a requirement, but you want to keep the gap between the ground and the chicken tractor as small as possible. That way you don't run over any chickens while moving it. Now during normal use of moving the chickens, there won't be a lot of torsional twist. However, if you're going to pick it up like I did and swing it around, you're going to want to put a brace between the axle bolt back to the square tube. Also, you're going to want to reinforce the backbone. So you're going to want to put a piece of metal between the wheel plate and the top of the backbone. Remember, triangles always make things stronger. This triangle gives a larger plane for the coop to rest against. Lastly, to make the handle, you can just bend around any circular object you want. I think I use a spray can for this one. Now the last benefit I didn't plan for, but if done right, it can stand up on a flat surface. Alright y'all, thanks for watching. See you next time.